if you're new here, my name is Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and I am a full-time eBay seller, and I think my camera is crooked. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a real mishmash haul, as I always like to say. It is a haul from 2 days of shopping, a few different stores, just throwing in my cart what I like to find. And so today is not going to be strictly clothing, and it's not going to be strictly hard goods. It's just going to be whatever I threw in my cart, because that's how I shop. I love to go to Goodwill and mom and pop thrift stores, a few yard sales along the way, and just pick up what I find. So welcome back to my channel. Like I said, if you're new here, my name is Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and I am a full-time eBay seller. Please hit the like and subscribe button and join in with us as we discover what I bought, why I bought it, if I even know why I bought it. I do have a few items, larger items that are not in this haul, that are going on to Facebook Marketplace. So get yourself a cup of tea or whatever you drink, and let's see what I bought. Okay. The first item that I'm going to talk about are men's shoes. I love picking up good leather shoes, specifically men's shoes. So this first pair of boots are a pair of Justin boots, and I found these at a thrift store, and I paid $10 for them. And I really liked these because I like the Justin name for boots, and I also like them because they can be keyworded as cowboy boots, but also work, chore, barn. Yep, I actually put barn in my title for men's boots when they look like this. And really nice quality. They're in great condition. I'll show you the soles. So yeah, I was really thrilled with these, and they have a non-marking, oil and slip resistant. You know, they give all the qualifications of the sole, so they're great to label them as work boots. So first item, $10. I imagine these are going to bring between 60 and 70, if not higher. I will report back on my Instagram, like I always do for you guys, and let you know what they sold for. Sticking with the men's leather shoe theme, I picked up these shoes. Look at these shoes. These are great. These are Rockports, and they are a lace-up Oxford. I will also put career in the title. And Rockport is especially known for comfort in their shoes, so I will use comfort. These are a size 15, which I like to pick up shoes that are a larger size, especially in the career item specific. So I said yes to these shoes. I paid $8 for them, and they're in great condition. I did go ahead and use the Martin Balsam polish on them, or cream, and I just gave them a little cleanup, but as you can see, they're in great shape. And yeah, so I expect to get probably around the $35 to $40 mark for these. All right, ready for one more pair of shoes? These are Bass. They are a men's tassel loafer. So they have the tassel instead of the penny slot. And I like picking up Bass loafers, especially in men's and women's shoes. When they're in great condition, I always grab them if they're under $9, which these were. These were $8. And Bass also puts out a style called Weejuns, W-E-E-J-U-N-S. Those shoes always command a higher price. I don't know if the Weejuns are just better made, or if they're just a really comfortable shoe. To be truthful, I don't know why people are paying up for them, but I caught on to that a couple of years ago. I sold, my first pair was a woman's Weejun loafer made by Bass, and they brought $85. Now, I'm not saying all Weejuns will bring that price, but that's when I got the first clue that the Weejuns bring better money than just the regular loafer with another style name. So yes to men's loafers in great shape, Bass, really nice leather. All right, one more pair. These are Sperry's, and this is a boat shoe or a deck shoe or a dock shoe. I use all of those titles, and I thought these were in great condition. I paid $10 for these, which is a little bit high, but I thought they were especially in nice condition. They don't have the split toe. If you see the seam up the middle of the toe, that's called the split toe. So I will have to look at the style name for these if I can find it. I don't spend a lot of time looking for style names. Now, I know that might be hurting my listings a little bit, but unless something is clearly marked inside with the style name, or it gives you a real clear number you can just punch into a Google search, I don't waste time on looking, or spend time, I should say, looking for style names. So yes to Sperry deck shoes, in great shape. All right, we're switching gears. This is a set of 4 salad plates. This is Pottery Barn. I've picked these up in great quantity from Pottery Barn before and sold through them very quickly. And I picked these up at a thrift store. Now that thrift store had these 4 plates bundled, taped, with a set of plates I didn't want. So I checked with the manager. I said, gee, I really don't want the other plates. And the whole bundle of plates was $5. Instead of throwing the bundle in my cart, I asked him to separate this out, and I got the 4 plates I wanted for $2.97. So I was happy with that. So this set has 2 octopus and 1, I'm going to say rainbow trout. All you fishermen out there can tell me what kind of fish this is. I have no idea, but I said yes to these. The next item just stole my heart. I didn't look at the bottom. I don't care who was on the bottom. How adorable is this guy? This is a planter, and he's a hedgehog. Whoop, we got a fire truck going by. So I said yes to this. This is so stinking adorable. I want to keep this. Great shape, no chips or cracks. Put out by, looks like TII Collections. So I'll show you that label. So not really anything, but I've never seen a hedgehog. Look how cute that is. This one might be hard not to keep, but I'll sell him. All right, the next item up is this bridal head wreath. This would be great for a little flower girl. And I bought it because this is very well done. I don't know if this is bought mass marketed at a store or if somebody made this, but it's in great shape. I paid $2. Try this baby on. How pretty is that? I love this. So yeah, $2 I paid for it, and I will probably be asking, I'm gonna guess about $25 for it. Very easy to ship, thank God. Okay. Next item up are 2 pillow shams in a neutral palette, and I'm gonna call this ICAT, I-K-A-T. You can look that print up, or that style of print up, and they are Pottery Barn. And I paid $2.50 for the 2, and I'm gonna probably ask around the $30, $35 mark for these. Pottery Barn, like I said, is always a winner, and I said yes to these. Next up is a crazy big quilt, and this is handmade. Now, it's an odd print, but I couldn't walk away from it. So this is, I'm gonna say, I haven't measured it yet. I think this is at least a queen, if not a king. So I'm gonna stand back and open this up for you guys. Am I holding it correct? Okay, so there's half of it. The small print is all children of all different nationalities and features, and then the main part of the quilt has little squares of all different children. And I thought that was, look at the red-haired one, how cute, adorable. So I said yes to this, excellent condition. I kind of picture this hung on a school wall. I thought that would be really wonderful. But I'm gonna just market it as the size quilt it is, and it's all handmade. This says appliques, somebody made all of this. Phenomenal. As far as I know, I don't see any signs of tags. That's, when I look at a quilt, I'm not a quilt maker, but the first thing I do is look at the seams really closely to see if this is hand done, and I also look for any telltale signs of a paper tag, and that would tell you that it's mass marketed. But this has neither, and when you look at the stitching very closely, you can see that it's been hand done. Now, when I say a hand done quilt, I don't mean hand stitched with needle and thread on a machine, but that it's homemade. So I will market it that way. And I paid $6.50. I paid $6.50 for this, so great find. I might sit on this for quite a while because it's gonna take a special buyer to be looking for something like this or to catch their attention. But $6.50, I'm gonna guess probably about probably $75 to $100, something like that for this. A very large, so I will be shipping it FedEx ground delivery. That's what I use for the large items. All right. So as you can see behind me, I have a small rack of clothing, just a few pieces I wanted to talk about. And then I have actually a bin of clothing here that Lisa was in earlier today and photographed it, thank you Lee, and measured it. And this is gonna go right by my desk, so when I come home from where I'm going out to now, I just sit down and go to town listing. I think I have about 50 or 60 items all ready to go by my desk, which is such a gift in life, so real appreciative for that. But let's get started on this rack. The first sweater I want to talk about is a sweater I picked up, and I believe I showed this to you guys. This is an Angora sweater. I do very well with Angora, and I spoke about how I'm going to market it as a pin-up sweater because people that dress in the 50s style really look for those fuzzy, you know, pin-up girls type sweaters. But I hadn't noticed that all the buttons are missing. Because the loops were so tiny, I failed to notice it. But I do keep in stock buttons. So here's my tip. When you have an item of clothing that you've picked up and it has major flaws to where you're just going to throw it out or maybe redonate it, instead of doing those two things, go ahead and clip the buttons off if they're nice buttons. So these are buttons that don't belong to this sweater. And my sister, who was visiting, sewed them on for me. Her sewing skills are mad. She's a really good seamstress, and I think that looks great. So it just brings the sweater back, and I think this is going to go well. So I just wanted to make mention of saving your buttons from other items that are going to be discarded. It takes 2 minutes just to clip them off, and it brings back to life an item that you can get good money for. I'm expecting $35, $40 for this sweater now. Okay, so this next item is kind of like a, what are we going to call this? Open front, well, it has 2 button closure jacket. It's quilted and it's got like a ribbed knit. My lighting is just worse and worse every day. And this is the name that I don't know how to pronounce. I'm going to pronounce it Alembica or Alembica. A-L, can you guys see that? Okay, A-L-E-M-B-I-K-A. And I just recently learned this brand, so this was a great find. I expect this jacket probably to bring about the $40 mark, and I paid $4.50 for it. This next item is an evening cocktail jacket. It is vintage. It has shoulder pads. Very beautiful. Look at the sequin work on this. I think this will go fairly quickly if I price it correctly, and I'll probably sit on it if I price it high. This is Lawrence Kazar and a size large. So this is great. A lot of women still look for this style. I believe this is 90s. So I have a tendency to pick these up if the aesthetic is good. That's my judge. If I look at it and say, gee, that's kind of pretty, then in my cart it goes. If the pattern of the sequins is off or really dated looking, more so than a vintage piece, then I don't pick it up if I don't like the colorway. But this I thought was really pretty. A nice long black skirt or a pair of slacks, and I think somebody's gonna want this. Next item up is a little North Face. So this is just a boys or a girls, probably a girls with the pink inside, but boy could wear it. North Face hoodie, so I said yes to this. Now this is a children's, and in that store I'm paying $3.95 for a children's hoodie. I'm not sure what I'm going to get for this, probably about 22 to 25, I'm thinking. This next item, I believe I sourced this from the bins. Is that where I did. I got this from the bins the day I went with my great nephew Brian and my sister Yvonne. So this was last Friday and today is Wednesday. And I paid the original price was $6.50, but I'm gonna guess this weighs under 2 pounds, and the price was $1.59 a pound. I checked yesterday when I went. And this is a unicorn with wings, so a winged unicorn footy pajama, and it's fleece. Is it footy? Let me just check. No foot, just a cuff bottom. So I still haven't washed this. When I shop at the bins, everything gets washed. And this is put out by Secret Treasures, and it's a woman's 2X. So very fun. I thought this was great, and like I said, I paid under $4 for it. The next item up I picked up right away. I loved this. This is Ralph Lauren, and it is a red striped night shirt or sleep shirt. It's got the logo crest pocket, great condition. It looks like it's never been worn, and I paid $2.50 for this, and I'm guessing this will bring around the $20 to $22 mark. Great for Christmas, so I said yes to this. This is a beautiful colorway. I love this. Look at the color on this. Chevron print. Chevron is the up and down zigzag, and this is put out by Missoni. Missoni makes beautiful clothing. So this is like a kimono jacket or robe. I could almost see somebody wearing this out in the evening. If you wear like velvet slippers, like the evening slippers with a pair of palazzo pants, very drapey, loose, romantic, this would be stunningly beautiful. But I think it's meant to be a robe. So I say yes to either way. I would absolutely wear this out. So pretty. And I paid $2.50 for this. And I haven't checked comps on this. So leave a comment down below if you have sold Missoni before. Missoni. I believe that Missoni does well. Okay, these two items I actually received in a bundle that I bought from somebody on Instagram, so thank you so much. I did 20 pieces for $100 shipped, so $5 a piece. That's pretty comparable to what I buy in my thrift store. So if I see another seller has nice items and they're offering boxes, sometimes I jump into that opportunity. This is Prana, and these are size medium, just like a little cropped hiking pant, I'm gonna call these. And this one is, who made this one? The North Face. So again, ruched legs, a lot of stretch to this material, and so about $5 each. And the North Face, I'm guessing about probably $22, and Prana probably, I'm gonna say 16 to 18. All right, let's scoop Betsy up. She's still Betsy in this video. So this is J. Crew Outlet, and it is a beautiful purple wool coat. Let me see if I can get this further back. And I just fell in love with this. I thought it was stunningly beautiful, and the quality was great and clean condition. So I said yes to that because we are in full swing in coat season. People are starting to buy the coats. So anytime I see a beautiful coat, I say yes to it. For this, I paid $7.50. And I imagine I could probably get about $35 to $40 for this, plus shipping. All my items have shipping costs on them. All right, so now I have this basket of clothes by me, and we're just gonna go through this, and I'm gonna tell you what brands they are, what I paid for them, and why I picked them up. So the first man's sweatshirt is Filson. You guys know I love to find Filson. I always get very excited. So there is the tag. If you find Filson, pick it up. You're gonna hear my voice. If you see Filson, say yes, yes. Lavender Clothesline said pick this one up. Filson is a great name. I expect to get about the $90 mark for this, if not higher. It's in great shape. It almost looks like it's not worn. But with Filson, I don't play games. I wouldn't say that it's new unless I was positive and it had tags. So Filson is a very high quality brand. You want to comp that if you don't know it, and look at Filson clothing, look at the tag and learn it because it brings very good money. The next few items I found in the new racks coming out, boom, 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 and I took them all. I just gathered them up, in the cart they went. These are Duluth Trading Company. Duluth is a very nice name to buy, not as good as Filson in my opinion, but does very well. 2X large. This is a men's fleece vest, and I said yes to this. I paid $5.95 for it. I expect to get probably the $40, if not higher, mark from that. Next I have two Duluth Trading men's shirts. I think it's maybe the same man that donated. These are 3 extra large. Really nice material, Duluth. If you can go online and order one of their paper catalogs. I believe Duluth is still making paper catalogs, and you get a real feel for what they sell. They have outdoor clothing. They have a lot of clothing that is high comfort for men. They have a lot of the longer tail shirts. If your guy, does work and he likes to tuck his shirt in and have the tail really long. They have a lot of specialty things. Very fun catalog to look at. Don't quote me on this. I'm thinking they're either in Vermont or Maine. Duluth. Where is Duluth from? They could be out west. I have no idea. I'll have to check on it. So that again, Duluth, this is the same shirt as the top one, 3 extra large. So most likely, normally I would lock these together, but this time I'm going to sell separately because I'll get more money out of them selling them separately. Now this item is Duluth for women. So this is just a simple pullover, rounded neck, long sleeve t-shirt. And I picked this up and I paid, this is new with tags. So their price was $26.50, large, long tail, women's crew. And it's considered a t-shirt. And I picked that up and I paid $4.50 for it. And I'm probably gonna flip that for about $19, $20, something like that. Next item up is also Duluth. This is their Flex Fire Hose. Not quite sure what that means. Very fun. It's just an olive khaki pair of pants. And when you have a style name like that, in my opinion, you don't need too many other keywords. You want to fill in your 80 characters of keywords, but you really don't need to drum up or dream up a lot of style names because it's right in the waist. Love that. These are fantastic. Duluth again. Look at the size on these. Whenever I have these extra flat pockets, I title a cargo. In my opinion, cargo pants are very sought after, more so than just a regular pair of chinos. And I do very well with cargo pants, especially for men. These are the duct. It's like a canvas, very heavyweight. And so I will put work and chore. I might even put barn, knowing me, in the title, and we'll see how those do. I think I'll probably get, if I'm not mistaken, probably about $70 to $75 for those. Men's pants, I am paying $5.25, and men's jeans, I'm paying $8. So I don't pick up a lot of jeans. The stores that I shop at, the jeans are uppriced, so I have slowed down my picking up of jeans. Next item up is Lucky Brand. These are new with tags, normally $89.50, and they are an olive green. I think they look like women's, but with a size like 34, that would be men's. Very skinny, slim leg, so I said yes to those. I'm not sure of what those will bring, I'll have to comp those. Last pair of pants. These are Timberlands. So again, cargo style. I love the men's cargo style pants, so I said yes to these. Okay, did I show these before? I might have showed these before and they got put into this pile of listing. These are called December 25th, extra large. I believe these are men's Christmas gingerbread pants. How fun are these? But I might have shown these. Something tells me I did, and it says, oh, snap on it. I paid $4.50 for those. This sweater is a good example of me not being able to make up my mind. So the minute I saw the sweater, I said yes. The tag is Blarney Castle, and this is an Irish hand knit, I believe, family company, made in Ireland, pure new wool. It doesn't say that it's hand knit. So this is what the sweater looks like. But when I got it home, it had a few holes that I did not notice in the thrift store. So the repairs have been done, and they're fairly good. My sister worked on this one for me. Normally, I really enjoy hand sewing. At the end of a long day, I kind of like sitting down with a pile of mending. I really enjoy that, and just listening to something, on Netflix or on my phone, YouTube, and sewing for an hour or two. This one had 3 holes and my sister's repair job is excellent, but I'm not quite sure if I want to list it or just bring it back and return it. Most likely I'll list it. Of course, I'll disclose the flaws and we'll take it from there. This item I haven't seen in a while, and I was happy to find one of these. This is Vanity Fair. Now, I believe Vanity Fair is closed down. I know a lot of them on Long Island in the outlets closed down. I don't know if Vanity Fair is still in business. Somebody can leave me a comment if they are. But this is one of those velour robes. I believe this is 90s, and this is a man's. So it's really nice condition. And this style robe is sought after. You can look these up. Just put in Vanity Fair. So I don't think there's a style name to this. Just called Vanity Fair for him robe. If you comp that, if you put that into a search, you'll find them. Velour, it's belted, and it's got this striping in the front and on the sleeves. They also make this same style for women, so you can look those up. I believe this one will go for about $40 to $50. All right, so I think we're going to end the video there. I do have piles and piles of clothing here, but I felt like this is a good place to stop, and we'll do the rest of it in another haul. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and go out and get what's yours. Bye, guys.